Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to Junk Wax Genius. Thank you for being here. This is the channel where a grown man opens old baseball cards and talks about it. I hope you've got the day off. I hope you can afford to spend a little more time goofing around with me. I've got the day off, so this is what I'm going to do. Normally, we do 2 packs on the channel. Today, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So today's video, triple length as we go through some older packs. Nothing newer than 1990 by design. Again, Happy New Year. I hope the New Year's treating you better than it is me. I'm still writing 2024 on my checks. We'll begin with 88 Fleer, one of my favorite designs of 88. I think Score takes it overall, especially for being a new brand that year. But Fleer was very hard to find where I grew up. So it always seemed like a premium product, even if it was not necessarily. We've got the Yankees and the Padres as our stickers. There's Tim Leary, Tony Bernazard, Casey Candale, Danny Tartable, Ron Oster, Paul Kilgus, Bob Ojeda, Bob Boone, Steve Bedrosian and his beard, Cecil Fielder, excellent, Bill Wegman, Mike Easler and his mustache, John Smiley, Dan Gladden, and we end with the Ted Higuera All-Star team. There you go. Teddy Higuera, 18 wins, 240 strikeouts, 14 complete games, 3 shutouts. I think in this most recent Major League Baseball season, the lead was 3 complete games. The guy had 3 shutouts. Otherworldly, and yet kind of forgotten. Teddy Higuera. All right, let's go on to 89 Bowman, the comeback edition. Cards that are, kind of nice, but also slightly longer, slightly taller than they should be for the everyday storage situation, which just kind of makes them a pain in the neck. You do get the usual Topps gum here, ruining Wally Whitehurst's card. That's not going anywhere closer than that to my mouth. No offense. But please. Great background there for, who's that, Steve Ryan? Stan Royer. No offense, Stan. Never heard of you. And you could not have a more boring hashtag Bowman pick background. There's Juan Berenguer, Senior Smoke. Manny Trio. Is that Pat? Pat Sheridan. Okay. Ken Daly. Wally Whitehurst. He with the gum stuck to his back. Sorry, Wally. Satchel Paige. They say here in this card that 1949 Bowman card was worth approximately $700. I bet it's worth a couple pennies more than that here in the year of our Lord. 2025, Lance McCullers. Dwight Smith would have been a nice one to get. I got the Jerome Walton the other day and had this flashback, this sense memory flashback of how awesome it would have been in 1989 to get the Jerome Walton Bowman card. There's David Proctor, okay. That is Ricky Jordan, another hot one to get in 1989. Ricky Jordan. Bob Kipper, yep, and Andy Hawkins rounds out our 89 Bowman, the comeback edition. The cards are a little taller, like I said, than usual. We'll compare old Andy here against the Ted Higuera. You can see I'll line them up. They're flush along the bottom. You can see that little peak coming out above. Just made it extra difficult to store and protect. All right, 89 Donruss. We're looking for the Randy Johnson. We're looking for the Ken Griffey Jr. We're looking for the, Alex Madrid. Like one of these cards, somebody decided to latch onto as a meme, and they'll sell it on, or they'll offer it on eBay for a fortune. It's not worth anything. Cecil Fielder, Jeff Montgomery. I'll flip over our green yellow tops. Jamie Moyer, Dan Gladden, Dave Bergman, Larry Sheets, Are You Johnny Ray? Felix Fermin, Dave Parker, congratulations, Dave. Adam Peterson and his mustache, award-winning. Dale Swaim, Pat Tabler, Pat Borders, channel favorite Pat Borders. Is his mustache also a channel favorite? Leave a comment. Jose De Jesus and Damon Berryhill. We got two Pats, Tabler and Borders. And we got Felix Fermin with the Pirates before he went to the Indians, before he went to the Mariners, before he got memory hold by Omar Vizquel. Felix Jose Fermin. There you go. Let's do 89 Fleer. I do not know one way or another if this is an error card pack. You can't tell by looking at the packs. You cannot tell by looking at the boxes. You need to know the case code, literally the case that your wax box came from, to know what your chances are of having that Billy Ripken, having one of the various variations of the Randy Johnson whited out Marlboro or blacked out Marlboro sign. You got to know the case code. The Brookins Heath switched backs, the Jeff Treadway bullseye error, you got to know the case code. There's our stickers. Jesse Orosco, I think that's miscut. I don't think his name is supposed to be that far north on the card. Mike Jeffcoat, Tom Foley, Charlie Liebrandt, Mark Grant, Richard Dotson. Again, we're getting worse and worse as these cuts go on. Alan Ashby, practically off the card. Jack Howell, Rudy Tootie, John Cerruti, Lance Blankenship, Bob Dernier, Jim Clancy, Bobby Bonilla, Senior Smoke again, Juan Berenguer, and all-star team card for some guy called it's Jose Canseco. I know. All right, so no evidence one way or another as to whether or not this is a error pack. The chunk that I got here may have come from an error box. Who knows? Indeed, who can tell? We've got 90 score ahead of us and 90 Leaf. This is Series 2 coming up. So we'll see if we've got our Bo Jackson here and our score 1990 pack behind this tamper-proof plastic. Opaque, fully opaque, so you can't see through it and know who your rookies are in the end or who your stars are at the very beginning. We do have Bobby Kelly, Roberto Kelly, Glenn Braggs, Corey Snyder, National League MVP 1980. Oh, it's sticking, it's bricking. Ooh, that's Michael Jack Schmidt. Kyle Abbott is our white border card in this pack of 1990 score. No Bo Jackson, alas. Jose Rijo, Pat Sheridan, David Wells, Herman Gonzalez, Tim Burke, Danny Heap. There's Dave Stewart, coming off a pretty hot run there with the A's. 20 wins, 21. Look at those strikeout totals. Look at the complete games. Unbelievable. And remember, they have Dennis Eckersley in their bullpen. They still let him finish that many games. Willie Randolph, Rob Deere, you can feel the breeze. Eric Anthony would have been a hot card to get, probably right into the binder back in 1990. Tino Martinez, same deal. And Bobby Rose, even though he did not have the career of either Eric Anthony or Tino, he still had that 1990 rookie designator. And to my little kid brain, that's binder worthy. Bobby Rose. There we go. All right. We're going to finish strong, we hope, with 1990 Leaf set. The one where Leaf really pivoted from being a Donruss clone to being its own premium product. Let's see what we've got here. We've got Yogi Berra puzzle pieces, kind of metallic, kind of shiny. Makes it fancier, right? That's more desirable. It's a Yogi Berra puzzle. How about that? And in the pack itself, we've got Tom Foley, Joel Skinner, Mr. Superstition, Oral Hershiser, Dan Pasqua, Glenn Wilson, Jack Howell, Hal Morris. I love Dennis Lamp's mustache. Mike Harkey, Brad Cuminsk, Dave Justice. Oh, this would have been an insane hit in 1990. The Dave Justice Leaf card. Unbelievable. Luis Soho, Jeff Hewson, Danny Jackson, and Brian Holman. But Dave Justice from the 1990 Leaf set. Pick of the pack. All right, it's Junk Wax Genius on this first day of 2025. Thanks for being a part of the channel. Thanks for sitting through an extra long episode. And we're happy to have you. Please do like, subscribe, leave a comment, and be with us for what we've got planned the rest of this year. Thanks for watching Junk Wax Genius. Happy New Year, everybody.